Where is the gym located at Hogwarts? Right through the dumbbell door. Welcome to Shave&Butcher for a shave and some new stuff today. I'm gonna shave with a Kismet razor. Kismet Chevette. It's not a Chevette as Frank would put out, but this is I use Kismet blades in my wick, and this is the Kismet razor that takes the same blades, so that will be fun. I got it on loan from my friend P.O. Henriksson. Thank you, P.O. Much appreciated. P.O. also sent a few soap samples, which we'll use today. We're using First Canadian's Motherfucker. Yes, that's what it is called, the soap. So obviously don't have the cool label, but I have it whipped up in the Giles Shaving made Captain's Choice bowl, where the captain had to choose between his two children, and he chose this one. That's why it's called the Captain's Choice. It was, with some alteration, it was made into a movie, which you may want to check out. So I can't bowl leather to save my life. This is probably absolute crap leather. I just don't know. I don't know how to. I've tried. You lots have given me quite a bit of advice. I don't know what it is. So this might be too dry, too wet. I don't know. Hopefully if it's anything, hopefully it's too dry, because you can always add more water. Adding more soap is tricky. Oh, brush, which I've made a bit of a mess of, is a Full Moon synthetic brush from Grey Dog. Made from maple. Yeah, Grey Dog. From Grey Dog's backyard. Okay, so the soap consistency may be poor, but that's all my fault. Really nice scent. It reminds me of something. It reminds me of that Creed perfume, Millesieme Imperial. Just kidding, I read that on the webpage. But the first Canadian shave soap I try out, and it's this with a funny name, which is an homage to Pulp Fiction and Samuel L. Jackson, etc. Okay, so Kismet. Very, very light compared to the wick. I have a heavy wick, but I've tried other wicks, and this is crazy light. But it feels similar. It's so light, it's bouncing. How light it is all a matter of preference and what you get used to. I'm shaving too close to the atrocity, which is my facial hair, so I'm doing a bit of a margin. This works in a very similar way. I didn't bring the wick. I shall have to do a comparison, but I don't know if it matters, but this part is bigger than on the wick, so the blade exposure is a bit less. I'm not sure it makes a difference, but it's an observation. But obviously the feeling of the face is the same, because it's the feeling of the blade. I came from work, that's why I'm wearing a shirt. I always make a mess of myself, and I don't want to cause more laundry than necessary. Bear with me. I'm new to this. Okay. Okie dokie. It doesn't look good. But it might if I stick at it, I don't know, in 2-3 months time might look cool if I have a bit of a mustache to speak of. Right now it's just almost embarrassing. Also need to change the lines a bit. So sort of sorry to put you through that on camera. Yeah, so you have some Chevette shave gurus like Dave Carden, Frank Strömberg and Matti, for example. I have seen a Kismet being used before, but I can't remember who used it. I think Dave might have and Frank might have. So it's interesting. It is very light, which will take some getting used to. Yeah, that's gonna be even. But yeah, it holds the blade in the same way as the weck. You push it in the same way with the risk of cutting your fingers off. The ejection of the blade is slightly improved because there's this thing here where you push it out so you can grab it. But putting it in is, yeah, I'm used to sharp objects, but I'm a bit scared when I do it, I have to say. Fortunately, you can have the blade in for quite a long time because it lasts forever. 20 shaves, probably, at least 15. Lovely scent on the soap. Very fresh. Feels quite Italian. Not a million miles away from my Moon soap, which I forget the name. Okay, and I think the lather was pretty okay. Pure luck. I think the captain chose the right, to keep the right child. Some of you have no idea what I'm talking about. It's a cultural reference. You ignorant, illiterate darlings. Okay? Contre le grain. This must be German because I think Kismet blades are German. So this don't like they say, don't quote me on that. But I think it's German. Did I see Jeremy use it? Jeremy Taylor of the Traveling Shaver. He's a fan of everything German. Wow, it's light. Ha. Okay, don't mess this up. I can't remember where I decided to. You have a plan. Something like that. So yeah, must be German. Let's hope it is. Speaking of Frank, he shaved with a spearhead soap he got from Marion the Barbarian. I got one too, I really liked mine. But Frank got a bit of some sort of reaction from the soap, but he made a short video today saying he shaved again with it and it's just fine, and it's probably that he was a bit ill or recovering from a flu. And I think that's interesting. I think, hang on. I think our shaving experience is affected by, us not being well physically or mentally. Well, not mentally, I don't know, but physically, perhaps a bit more than we think. So something in your body, when you're not feeling on top. And that can affect the shave, both, you know, motions and things like that, but also, you know, what the skin is like and things like that. Okay. I had a plan and I forgot about it. Fortunately, I have, what do I have? 6 days of growth, so if I mess it up, it's not the end of the world. Nice. It's nice to use the blade holder that the blade was intended for. And then someone said, it fits into work. I don't know who was first. I haven't checked Kismet out. Mr. Weck was a German who moved to United States, New York, and I don't know if he had his shop in Germany or if he put it up for the first time in the, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. In New York, but maybe there's a German connection, or, you know, this is just perfectly natural if you're German. So if you come up with a shaving device, that's what it is. Very good. Oh yeah, I need to do these things. You know, lather is just in the way. You need it for the glide, but it's in the way when you try and trim your beard. At least for me, who has no muscle memory or anything about what I'm doing. So maybe a shaving oil, you know, transparent. I actually have never used that. Something like that, you know, so you can see where the beard is. Maybe perhaps. Okay, I think that was not too bad. Yeah, the margin was pretty big, but anyway, it'll do. Rinse and be back. Turned out well. Oh, by the way, thank you for volunteering your best music albums. A lot of you responded to that. That was interesting to read. Music brings out feelings and passion. Okay, so the plan was to sort of make a new, I don't know what I did. I'll have to give it a few days. But the shave was good. The Kismet shave thingy. Interesting. Very, very light. Takes a bit of getting used to if you're used to a straight razor or a wick. But it shaves just as well. So I'll do, you know, I'll compare it to the wick. I may do a video on that. Kismet shaver, Kismet blade. Really cool. Thanks, Pio. The soap was super cool. Really easy to, I mean, it could have been luck, as I said, but I am not good at bowl lathering. But this came very natural. It's a good lather. Still a lot of it left. I'll do my head now off camera. Stellar quality. Really good feeling on the face. So, and there's loads of skin foody stuff in the ingredients. The scent is quite lovely. It does not smell like the moon soup. It just reminds you of it. And that's the citrus, but it has other stuff in it. A little bit of darkness, like some kind of musk or earthy, woody thing. Quite nice. I should have at some point I'll get the full soap and maybe even the aftershave. It's sold out right now on First Canadian Shave, but I hope it'll come back. So thank you, Pio Henriksson, both for lending the Kismet and for the soap sample. So I'm not gonna put on any scent on that because you can still smell it and it smells so good. So we'll use the Singari Man unscented Cigo Balm, which has a prostate pump which doesn't work, so you have to take it out and do this. I say that every time. There's never any comment from Heather. I think she doesn't love me anymore. I don't think she watches my videos. Oh, what can you do? It was for one night only. Cool. Very good. Thanks, P.O. Thank you guys and gals for watching. It's a good shave. Interesting shaving thing. Plugging the raffle. Please have a look at the raffle. I'll put a link to both the video where I show the prizes you can win and a link to the Facebook group where it all happens. It's trickled in some more stuff, so I'm quite happy, but a lot of nice things to win. A lot of things you won't get anywhere else. At least one or two. So check it out if you want to, if you're interested. It's for a good cause. It's to support Michael J. Fox Foundation to find a cure against Parkinson's disease. It's important, though, at least consider it. Enough yapping about that. See you soon. Until then, stay sharp.